Contact the Humane Society today.
Entertainment, fashion, and Hollywood gossip. Tuesdays at 7 on UATV.
Hello, I'm Andrea Fournet. Yoga is a great way to start your day. It's also a great remedy for a case of the Mondays. Join me every weekday morning at 6:30 a.m. and Mondays at 9:30 p.m. for Yoga with Andrea here on UATV.
It was the pinnacle of success. It took you to the very top nationwide. It's the one we remember the most, was Scotty's shot. I can see it right now. I can see the picture where the Duke Blue Devil player that was guarding him was about an inch short. The ball went about an inch over his hand and into the basket for the three-point that cinched the victory. It's a memory that'll last a lifetime.
Here on the concourse, Scotty Thurman's shot is forever immortalized. Like so many Arkansas athletes before and after him, he wasn't highly recruited. Yet, he fast became one of the school's all-time greats. It was a trait of Nolan Richardson to find hidden talent and coach them into champions, and for 17 years, he did just that. With his signature style, 40 Minutes of Hell, Richardson changed the game of basketball.
But in this state, Richardson is known for much more than his success on the court. His opinions off the court made him one of the most polarizing figures Arkansas has ever known. Angel Beasley and Liz Bryant join us now with the story of an architect of a champion.
Since 1924, the University of Arkansas has fielded a basketball team. Year after year, players, fans, and coaches build onto a legacy of the SEC being the greatest conference, although there are differing opinions on one legend left behind. Some may say he's a traitor, others a hero, but everyone can agree the Razorbacks earned the 1994 National Championship title under the fiery direction of head coach Nolan Richardson. Nolan Richardson signed on to direct the upcoming program in 1985. He would forever change the game of basketball with his 40 Minutes of Hell, using 10 to 11 players in a press and run system. After Richardson's first year in Fayetteville, then athletic director Frank Broyles instructed him to leave and go learn defense from a veteran coach. Although he said he felt insulted, Richardson didn't go.
I went into Coach Broyles' office in 1987 when he was drawing plays to my assistant coach, calling me in and said, go see Bobby Knight, he knows how to coach defense, he can help you. So I went in 87 and said, look, you kind of stay away from me, my team, or you fire me. And I says, and if you leave me alone, I'll make you look like Abraham Lincoln, since you were the first to bring a black coach into the league.
During the early years at Arkansas, Coach Richardson faced many hardships, not only on the court, but also off. At the age of 13, his daughter Yvonne began losing a battle to leukemia. Sadly, she died only 2 years later, during the middle of the season.
If I had to do all over again, I never came to Arkansas. I would have stayed at Tulsa University, where all of her friends were, where her doctors were, where we had already established ourselves, and I had established myself as a basketball coach. But she kind of talked me out of that.
People that would say, you need to make a decision, coach. Do you want to coach this team or take care of your daughter? Well, I still don't to this day understand how people can be like that. I mean, you love to have dedicated friends, but we'll never know just how strong Coach had to be for his team and for his family.
Nolan kept putting his passion for basketball into coaching his players at the time. And a short 7 seasons later, the Hogs will win the most prestigious basketball award, the title for the national championship.
First thing I ever did is look up to the sky for a second and said, we got you one. We got you one.
On February 23, 2002, Richardson's unranked Razorbacks lost at Kentucky 71-58, falling to a 13-13 season. After the game, Coach Richardson, who was feeling the pressure, stunned everyone by saying, quote, if they go ahead and pay me my money, they can take the job tomorrow. 5 days later, Chancellor John White and Frank Broyles terminated Coach Nolan Richardson.
It was a difficult situation when we talked about contracts. As time went on, the money began to flow in because the Razorbacks was a program that everybody wanted. I was all for that. But I didn't want to be cut out because basketball was the important that drove the ship for everybody else to make something.
You might be in the penthouse tonight, the outhouse tomorrow night. It's what have you done for me lately?
Richardson claimed publicly and in court proceedings to have been racially discriminated against. The university stated Richardson's firing came to pass after he lost confidence in his team.
That's not losing confidence in your basketball team. If anything, I lost confidence in the people who hired me.
And despite 16 winning seasons, Nolan felt he was not on a, quote, even playing field with other coaches at his level, nor at the university.
There were things I thought different between football and basketball. Coaches, salaries, different things that took place. Maybe we wanted to do some things here at Bud Walton Arena to spruce up the facilities. We wanted to honor Lee, Todd, and O, ex-players. We couldn't get those things accomplished.
A federal judge in Little Rock sided with the university, and under the terms of his firing, Richardson received annual payments of $500,000 for 6 years.
Many Arkansans know the name Nolan Richardson, but only few truly know this coaching legend. In the beginning of his career, Richardson was torn between his passion for basketball and his undying love for his daughter.
What exactly did she say to get you to come to Arkansas? Because you said you wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for her.
Well, what she said at the 1 hour prior probably to me making a decision, we had a family meeting at midnight almost, and I told her I was going to withdraw my name from the pool, and she said, "Dad, if it's about me, you should not do that. Number one, I'm going to be okay. You've always said I would be okay. And I'm going to believe that because you always said that you're not a statistic until you're gone. And so I'm not a stat." And she was, she was 13, almost 14 years of age, pretty intelligent young girl. And she said that, and I liked the Hogs because she enjoyed, we came for football games with Tulsa and she'd watch them do the yell and Huey Pigs and all that. So she was all into that kind of stuff. She probably would have been a cheerleader of some kind because she enjoyed the yelling and screaming of it. And so that intrigued her. And then she made the statement that I had made to her. If I had a facility, we probably could win another national championship. And there was one. It was Barnhill Arena.
The first time I came into Barnhill as your basketball coach, I had a young girl with me by the name of Yvonne. And I'll never forget what she said to me when we were on our way home. By the way, we did win that game. She said to me, "I've never seen anything like that, Dad. So just for 1 second, would you please call the Hogs so she can hear you? Call the Hogs, come on. Call the Hogs."
And so she says, all the things that you all wanted is there. So, and you're trying to make a decision on my field, my health. So if I take myself out of the equation, then I think it'd be a good job for you to go do it because I think you can win one. And that's how I said, okay, if that's how you feel, we'll try it. Her legacy and her name just goes on and on and on, and it's beautiful.
Yet there's another legacy that's not so beautiful. His controversial split from the University of Arkansas.
Let's go to Kentucky, 2002.
Okay.
When you walked into that press conference, what was going through your mind, and why did you say some of the things that you said?
The first thing you're talking about when I walked into the conference, press conference meeting, prior to going into the conference meeting, a writer from Kentucky met me outside. We had just lost the ball game. He asked me a question. He says, "With that lost, do you think your job is in jeopardy?" And it really upset me because, see, just the year before, I just signed a new contract where we had to, go to hell and back just to get that contract signed. So I'm saying to myself, oh, here we go again. Or do I have to go through this same scenario again? So I said, I'm not going to tell you